There we go. Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing the story, The Wind and the Sun. Okay, so that we could figure out what's the genre of the story, if it's a fairy tale, a folk tale, or informational text. So we're going to be looking for the clues. Okay, so does the story have a title? Show me thumbs up if the story has a title. Yes. Okay, the story has the title. So I'm going to circle it. Because that's one of the text features. Okay. It has a title. Now, are the characters all people? Are only people characters in the story? No. Okay, Justin, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
And the sun. Okay. And the wind and the sun, they behave like what? Like if they are what?
People.
People. Because can the wind really speak? And
No.
the sun, do we hear them speak to us? No, we don't.
No.
Okay, so those characters, the wind and the sun, they behave like if they are people. Okay. Now let's turn the page. You can mute yourself again, Justin. Thank you. Okay. We also have people characters. Okay. Now, do we have real photographs or do we have drawings? Okay. Maria, do we have real photographs or do we have drawings? Unmute yourself, Maria. Okay, do we have photographs or real drawings?
Photograph.
Are these photographs or drawings? Okay, is this a photograph like the ones your mommy takes of the baby? Is it a photograph or a drawing?
Photograph.
Okay, Dylan, let's help out Maria. Dylan, is this a photograph or a drawing?
They're all drawings.
They're all drawings. These are not real pictures like last week's big book. Okay, that it was pictures. These are drawings. What are they? Drawings. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Maria. Okay, so we have drawings or illustrations. Okay, so we have all this. These are nice drawings. Okay, so did the story teach us a lesson or a moral? Was there a lesson or a moral to the story? What lesson did we learn from this story? Okay, what was the lesson that we learned? That we do not what? Okay, raise your hand. What lesson that we learned? We do not. Katie G, what, unmute yourself. What lesson did we learn, Katie?
To not fight with each other because then you guys are gonna start fighting and then you guys are gonna get into big trouble, but then you guys are gonna say sorry to each other.
Okay, so you accept your mistakes, but also, what was it that we learned? Not to what, Angel? Remember that word from yesterday that we wrote as one of our key details? Okay, let's go back to our key numbers. What boastful means? Not to what? Justin. Okay, unmute yourself, Justin.
Not to be like saying like I'm good at this or I'm good at this.
Okay, not to be showing off. Everyone say,
You know,
not to be showing off. Okay,
not to be showing off.
off, okay. That means that it's not nice to be saying, bragging. That's another word, bragging. Oh, I'm good at this, I'm good at that. Because other people can come and prove that they are better than you. Okay, so that's why it's not nice to show off, and that's the lesson that we learned. Okay, very good. So it taught us a lesson. Okay. It taught us a lesson. Okay, so now we're going to stop here. We're going to get our little, let's see. Okay, now we're going to get our little writing journal. Okay, so we're going to write the title of the story on the top. The wind and the sun. And then we write the date for 29/20. And you're going to write title. Remember, we circled the title. Okay, so write the words, the red words on top of the title. Okay. We learned a lesson. Lesson or moral to the story. Or drawings. It didn't have photographs. It had many kinds of characters. Characters and characters that were not people but behaved like people. Okay, so go ahead, finish copying the text features. Color. Is a okay, so what do you think it's the genre of the story? Is it informational text? Is it giving us real information? Okay, what do you think it's the genre of the story? Okay, Milan, unmute yourself. Milan, unmute yourself. There, do you think it's an informational text, Milan? Is it giving us real information? Can the sun and the wind speak to each other?
No.
No, so we know it's not informational text because we already know the sun and the wind do not speak. Okay, so is it a fairy tale, Dylan? Do we have princes in the story?
No, it's a folk tale.
Okay, a folk tale, or what's the other type that we learned? A what? Fable. Everyone say fable.
I think it's a fable.
Okay.
Fable.
It's a fable. The genre of the story is a fable.
It's a
That's
fable.
what we're going to write.
Fable. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a fable. Okay, so go ahead and write fable. The lesson in Okay, so the lesson in the story was that it is not nice to show off. And what's another word to show off? Boastful. What is it? That's another word. Okay, so it is not nice to show off. Okay. On one side, you're going to write your key detail. Remember from yesterday, you have 6 key details. Okay, so you're going to pick one of those key details. Okay, you're going to write one of the key details. Your favorite key detail from the 6. You pick one, you will write it. And then on the other side, you will draw your picture of that key detail. Okay, raise your hand if you know what key details I'm talking about. Dylan, all of this I will put in Class Dojo, okay, so that you can finish doing your work. So your homework is the key detail. I'm raising my voice again. Okay. And the drawing, okay? Thumbs up if you understand what's, okay. And again, we need the date. On this side of the page is going to be the wind. And on the other side of the page is going to be the sun. Okay, so one page is the wind, the other page is the sun. And on the top, you're going to be writing the character strings because that's what we are going to be writing about. Each character had different strings. Remember in the beginning of the story? So we're going to write character, and this you can copy after so that we can continue right now. But that way you know what we are writing about. Character, strengths. Okay, so the blue words, you can copy them after. Okay, we're going to go on with the writing right now. Your line all the way across. Then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make your line all the way across, like that. Okay. And then you're going to leave your drawing space next to it. Okay, like we do for the key details. So now I'm just going to go to those pages and benchmark. Now let's share the same screen. Yes, stop share para que se vaya ahí. Okay, so now I'm going back to the little journal. Okay, so I'm right here on the side of the wind because I'm going to be writing about the wind. Okay, so number 1. It can blow cars high Okay, so it can blow cars high in the sky. Okay, it can blow cars high in the sky. So what are you going to draw? Cars flying up in the sky. Can blow out of the ground. Blow clouds across the sky. Okay, so those are the strengths of the wind. It can melt, ice. Okay, that's one. One of its strengths. Can dry
Rivers.
rivers. It can melt tar. And remember, tar is where the cars drive on, okay? Like the black cement. It's not called cement, it's tar. Okay, it's the black surface that the cars can drive on. Okay, you're going to finish copying the strengths of the characters. Okay, and then you're going to be drawing the pictures next to it. Okay, so we're going to be finishing with the story, The Wind and the Sun, today. That way tomorrow we start with our shared reading. Okay, tomorrow we will be starting with our shared reading. So today finish the key detail from the first one of the text features. Okay, and then right here you finish copying and drawing your pictures of the strengths of the characters. Okay, very good.